Okay, Joachim Low is set to remain Germany coach. He signed his contract extension before the World Cup till 2022. It means a lot of compensation, and he's set to remain. Now, the Germans are very good at reviewing things. He is the most successful German coach in history. You don't just go, right, you're sacked. Every team has to go through a blip. But they do. Um, I don't think the whole system needs to be torn down and rebuilt. They've been a very stable federation for quite some time. They reviewed the issues in 2000 and worked out there were some flaws with the German system then, like an over-reliance on too many senior players, not enough young players breaking into first-team football. They reviewed the club versus country debate. They got clubs on board with the German system, with the youth development and getting the clubs more involved in how the German system works. Every club had a say in the federation, and it's proven to be a quite successful partnership they have. He is 58, so age is not on his side. He'll be 62 at the next tournament, the World Cup, and he'll be 60 by the Euros in 2 years' time. So he's not a young spring chicken anymore. I think as soon as 2022 is done, I think he'll be done in management. He hasn't been around the club game since before 2006. He's been a lot of time out of the club game, so I don't see the rigours of club day-to-day management suiting him. But what's gone wrong here? You've got to look at some of the players on the pitch. Some players have played out of position, and some players didn't perform. Sami Khedira and Mesut Ozil being two players who didn't perform, and Thomas Müller not getting a goal. That's another key thing noticed. You've also got to look at the players that weren't selected, and this is where the criticism really comes in. Leroy Sané, Mario Götze. The guy who wins you the World Cup 4 years ago, and a guy who's been on form for several years now, who would injected pace. The German side that played in this World Cup was slow, methodical, and didn't have that cutting edge. So squad selection will be critical going forward. There are some players I think don't play for Germany again and get moved on and say thank you for your service and shuffle to the side. And we have to look at why it's all happened. The Confederations Cup last year, they shredded it. They annihilated the opposition and looked very good. I know it's a smaller, less well-known tournament, but it's still a competitive tournament where you're playing the best teams in each confederation in the world. The qualifying for this World Cup, they dominated. It was the running, the friendlies. What did they get wrong? Did something go wrong in the camp? Were there some rivalries in the squad camp? The injection of new coaches such as Miroslav Klose is that unsettled the balance that they had within the coaching setup within the German national side. These are questions that the Germans will answer. The German Federation is very good at reviewing itself and very good at reviewing every tournament. Now they've been very, very successful since 2006. When Klinsmann was in charge, they got to the semi-finals. Jogi Löw learned under Jurgen Klinsmann, took them further and further each time. They seemed stronger, and they won just once. But they got to the semi-finals in a multiple number of tournaments. They were very consistent, getting to the last 8 or last 4 every single time without fail. And then getting to third, fourth place playoff and doing rather well. So they were one of the top 4 teams in the world consistently. 4 years ago, yes, they probably were the best team and probably did deserve to win just for team ethic. And they won a final. They win the Confederations Cup last year. So they proved they can, beat the best. This year, it hasn't happened. They were outdone. Yes, they beat Sweden, but they had to do it in added time. They lost to Mexico, and Mexico played them very, very well. South Korea. The 2 goals that were conceded were exceptionally sloppy, but Germany never really looked like they had the energy or the desperation to get out of that group. Maybe they were overconfident, maybe there were some flaws in the squad, and the squad omissions will be discussed, and the squad selected will be discussed. But he's here to stay. He has signed that contract extension, and I think he will see out his 4-year term. I don't think it's a bad decision to keep him in there. If that is another nation, let's say it's England, and we had a hideous tournament like that, the manager probably has his head on a block. Now, we've got through to the quarterfinals, but if we have a couple of successful tournaments, which is what we hope, and then we have a hideous one the manager's head's probably on the block, even though he's had success with the team before. That's the difference. The Germans are more, they give time, they learn the lessons, and they will discuss regularly and review regularly. The review's probably going on now as we speak. It was very, very quick. They said the coach is staying. They have given faith to the coach. But we'll see. But I want to hear from German fans. I want to hear from sports fans who around the world. Do you think this is a good idea that he stays? Should he go? He has been there a very long time, and he will still be there a long time. Even longer when he leaves. I mean, he's been there 12 years. By the time he leaves, he will have been in charge for 16 years. Should he see out his contract till 2022? That is a long time in management, and it's a rare thing in management. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your thoughts below, and I have some more videos for you soon.